So I got this crazy idea, and I don't want to lose this idea. So I'll just record this. The idea is related to business, and the thing is that there are a lot of things that can be called out as a scam, but at the same time there are people who are not labeled as a scam and who are making money online, but there are people who are labeled as a scam and making money online. So the thing is that how do we differentiate between these two people? And I think this crazy idea came to my mind because
This is Lou Levy.
yep, this is Lou Levy. So I got this idea from Lou Levy, but she doesn't talk about this one. She only talks about only one part, how to earn money only. But she doesn't talk about giving free value. But the thing is that I think I found how to mix all of this. So first thing is that what we do is we create content. We create content around our things, whatever we like, whatever we want to talk about. I like to talk about stoicism, gym, and personal development, self-improvement, this self-growth, criticism, there, this, that, knowledge, this, that, purpose, all of these things, right? I like to talk about all of these things. So that's my content for my YouTube, right? And those content will be short form, which means I will make those content for 1 minute, 5 minute, 10 minute, 15 minute videos. Those will be short form videos on YouTube and on other platforms also. So that's one, giving free value. And second one is I've seen a lot of people doing this, and I have not seen anyone doing this third one, because this second one, people make a lot of courses, right? But at the same time, someone is selling this course, someone is giving it for free, and we come into confusion. If someone is watching this who already has a business, then someone is selling, someone is giving it for free. So what should we do? I think we should give it for free, because we have 15 minute to 5 minute to 15 minute, or 1 minute, or even 20 minutes, or even 30 minutes YouTube videos. Then we have long form videos also here. I forgot about that. Long form videos also, which will be labeled as a course, right? Long form videos and basically YouTube videos, all of the short form videos and long form videos, YouTube videos. Then we have a course, which is a general course, which means I know people on YouTube create a course and sell them, but I don't think that's how they solve the people's problem, because that's not related to the targeted audience. Look at Alex Hormozi. He only solves the people's problem who are making money over $3 million year per year, and that's on revenue. I don't know about profit or loss. That's on completely revenue, over $3 million per year. So what we can do is we can give all our courses for free. I think we can replicate the Alex Hormozi's style, and I don't think Alex thought about this one, because this thing came into my mind just when I was outside. I was doing pull up and this and this and I was listening to Salman script, because he was saying give everything for free. But the thing is that we can give everything for free, but at the same time we want to make money also, and at the same time we don't want to be labeled as a scam also. So we give everything for free on YouTube, whatever our interest is, whatever we like to talk about, philosophy, stoicism, growth, gym, anime, whatever you like to talk about, do those things on YouTube, upload there, people will come and watch, add revenue. Obviously that's the thing. Long form videos, short form videos, shorts, community post, engagement, there and that's YouTube. Then we have a course which is made for general people, which means it can solve a a problem for the people, but it's not specifically targeted for that audience, right? Let's say someone wants to how to say this, someone wants to, okay, let's take an example of Ryan Doris. If you don't know Ryan Doris, then search Ryan Doris on YouTube, then you'll find it. Ryan Doris, he teaches people to how to tap into the flow, and I think he makes over $1 million a month. I don't know, just teaching that thing. and he's on, I don't know, TED Talk or somewhere. He goes there, promotes, and he has YouTube, this and that, right? So he teaches people how to tap into flow, and that's a specific problem related, and that's the third one. But in the second one, there are people who are selling this course for 999, I don't know, 2500, their price 1500, that's their price. And I think this one falls like, let me give you an example of who Hamza and Iman. Both of them sell courses, but they are not related to specific people, they are for the general people. And if you go on general, on until and unless we have an audience of over 100,000, over a million, and making $100 product will not make you millionaire. It might take 10 years, 5 years, whatever it is, long time. But the thing is that we want to become rich, at the same time helping people, at the same time making money for us. So what you can do is I'm going there. YouTube long form, short form content goes away. So here is a course which is general related, which means people charge money for this one, but we will give this one for free. Almost 80% to 90% things will be free over here, and we'll make a free community so that people come and engage in your community, and we'll build an email list also, right? And at the same time we'll give a course for free, which means we are giving value, which means we are giving, which means we are jab. Now the time comes for the hook, which means now the time comes to KO the opponent or the customers to make a solid product. And how do we make a solid product? And this woman called Lou Levy on YouTube, and I found about her, and she has incredible system. I think she made around $24 million in 5 years, I guess, from online, just doing that. And that's the third part, and I'll talk about that one also. So second one, we make a course general related, like Alex Hormozi does, and he gives the books and courses for free on his websites, so that people who do not have businesses go from 0 to 100,000, from 100,000 to 7 figures, which is a million, and then over million, and I think over $1 million or $3 million per year. Then people will go to him, because now they can spend $10,000 on a course, $10,000 an hour, because they are making millions, 7 figures a year, and they don't have any money problem. Okay, and then we can do the same, but at the same time we want to make a lot of money. So we are giving everything for free here. And this third thing, I think we need to use Lou Levy's concept, because we will create a lot of anticipations, and we will know exactly who our target audience is, and we can do this again and again, because there are a lot of people who are watching our content, because we have a lot of interest on YouTube, right? And there are a lot of people who has problems, and we can solve those problems one by one. But this second one, this will be the general course. And let's say we want to tap into flow one, we can run that for 90 days or for 6 months or over a year. Then obviously we'll make over $1 million, no doubt. And how many people do you need to make $1 million? 1,000 people to give $1,000, or you need 100 people to give you $10,000. That's million. That's $1 million. You just need 100 people who could give you $10,000 if they see you value, if they see value in you, and we can scale to that point. So what we do is we ask people what are their main problems. Are they having trouble to getting something, which we have already done, which we have gone through, which we have transferred to, which the transfer for that problem. Sorry for my English, it's not my first language, so I'm getting stuck. So the thing is that the transformation we have achieved, right? We have achieved those transformations, and we are going to ask questions, and we know we have achieved the results, right? So people want to get those results from A to B. People want to go from A to B, and people are stuck at A, so we are already at the B. So what you can do is we can create a specific problem related program or whatever it is, 90 days, 60 days, and we can sell them. Now we can make millions, at the same time giving everything for free, at the same time giving a lot of values for free, at the same time giving courses for free, at the same time giving books for free, and at the same time making money. That's one problem we have solved, right? Now we can move on to the next one, right? Because there will be a lot of people, we have a lot of problems. Now we have solved, let's say we have solved how to tap into flow, one problem, and again we start to collect the data, and then again we find that another problem. Now what we do is again we repeat the same section. So we are in the third section. This is third section A, third section B, which means third section problem A, third section problem B, third section problem C, and dot 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 dot, so that we make millions, at the same time giving people values on 1, 2, and in the third problem A, problem B, problem C, we are making money, giving value. So one problem is solved, how to tap into flow. Now let's go into another one. So what is the problem of the people who have money? Let's say they have a problem of, how do I say, like that problem could be anything. They have problem of let's say scaling the, how do I say this one, scaling the business from around 10k 20k per month to 100k to 200k per month, and that's possible also. So we can create that specific niche related program, because there will be a lot of people who are making 10k 20k after 5 years, after 10 years, who in the beginning have nothing, but they learned everything from you. Then they went through the process, they built a business, now they are making 10k 20k per month after 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, right? So we are going into the next stage, and we are building equity alongside, we are building an asset along the way, so that people trust us on our authenticity, so that we are not labeled as a scam, right? I know there are a lot of scams, but we don't want to be labeled as a scam, because we want our personal brand to be as authentic as possible, right? We have solved problem one. Now we go to the different group of people. Now we ask different questions. Now we can create the niche, that specific community, that specific problem related programs. Now we are into the program B solutions we offer. And now what it is, so many people are just rushing to make money, but the thing is that if you chase anything, that's not going to come to you, just like building a garden and getting the butterflies. So if you want to attract the butterflies, you don't chase the butterflies, you build a garden to you first. So that's why we are creating YouTube videos, that's why we are giving course for free, right? So that we attract butterflies to us. And now we have third thing, which is we go into the specific parts, so that which butterfly do we want to take on, which butterflies problems do we want to solve on, right? So now we want, okay, let's say I want the red butterflies only. Now I asked the question related to red butterflies, and I made a net around that, so that I can attract red butterflies and I can get them. So I think that's the way. And there's a thing that many people rush to make money. The thing is that you don't need to sell things ahead of things. So what do I mean by is that we don't need to sell courses, we can pre-sell them, because people have already watched your videos, people have already binge watched your content, and people already trust you. Now what they will do is, you will ask questions, you will collect the data, and you will chat with people, and at the same time you will pre-sell the courses, which means you have not yet made anything, but the thing is that you are pre-selling, which is you are collecting the money from them, and you are building course along the way. When you are asking the questions, you are pre-selling it, which means you are making money. At the same time you are building it with them, not by yourself, because you don't know what their problem is, but you have gone from point A to point B, which means you have already solved the problem. But the thing is that you don't know what the specific problem that person or that guy has. So which means we will pre-sell it, we will make money, and at the same time we will create a community, create a program or whatever it is. Then we will ask them questions for, let's say, a week. For a week we want to know them, right? So how we could solve their problems. So what we will do is we'll collect data for a week with them. Then we will go onto the main core section, and that's how I think making money will be online in few years, because paid ads will be gone. The only thing there will be is the only thing that will stand out are the authenticity and brands and personal brands. So there are three things. One is media brands, which means media companies, like I think Alex has Moji Media Companies or something like that, and he has acquisition.com or something like that. Then Patrick Bet-David, he has Valuetainment. That's the media company for him. It might be personal because he appears more on that channel. So that's the Valuetainment is the media company, and Alex is Moji Media, that's media, and Patrick Bet-David Valuetainment, that's the media companies. Those are media companies, and then those are media brands, right? And at the same time we have personal brands. Personal brands means Alex Hormozi has his own brands. He has his own brands, he has his own media company, he has both of them, right? And I think those things will stand out because AI is coming out and most people will be left broke if someone is not creating content at this time, because you cannot labor work and get rich in this period of time, right? The thing is that there's nothing wrong with working and doing labor, but the problem here comes is that you cannot scale those business. So let me tell you something. You are making $20 an hour. You cannot scale that $20 to $200 an hour in your work, because someone else is deciding your future, because someone else is giving you the money. But the thing is that when you create content, when you make your own business online and you have an audience, what you can do is you can charge either $20, either $50, either $200, either $500, either $1,000, either $1,500 an hour. That depends upon your price, because how you can charge it and why you can charge and why people will pay is that you have those contents, right? And you are not being a clown here. You are just being authentic, but at the same time you are giving value, and at the same time you are changing lives. You are not being clown entertainment, nothing like that. So if you are being clown, people will not respect you, that's for sure. So be careful about that. And so what was I? I forgot what was I. Okay, charging per hour. At the job, you cannot scale your job from $20 an hour to $200 an hour within 1 year. But at the same time, when you create content for 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years down the road, you can definitely scale your business from $0 to $100,000. I know there are people charging $5,000 an hour. I know there are people charging $10,000 an hour. You can be that $10,000 an hour guy, but you cannot be that guy when you are working for someone else, because someone else is deciding. You cannot scale your time because you have limited time. If we had infinite time, if we could live for forever, then maybe we could have, then maybe we could talk about it, right? Because we have infinite time and I can work for 100 years, I can work for 200 years, then we could talk about those things, because we have infinite time and we can use as much time as we could, and then we could earn money. But that's not possible. That's not going to happen unless something happens. I don't know about that. That's sci-fi movie thing. The thing is that we cannot scale our time. The only thing we can scale is the product. Either we can charge higher prices, or we can sell more of the stuffs of the same thing. Either we can charge the high price for the same thing, or we can create more things. How to say this? Either we can charge the higher prices for the, okay, let me see. So okay, let me give you an example. So I have this earpod, right? Either I can sell this earpod for $50 or $100 or $1,000 or $10,000. Either I can do that, or I can create more of these earpods and I can sell these earpods for only $100. So if I sell if I sell one of this earpod for $100, then it will be only $100. But if I sell this earpod for $1,000, only one earpod for $1,000, then it's giving me $1,000, which means we are scaling our business, which means we are scaling our product. But we cannot scale our time, because someone else is giving you the money, and that's not the way you get happiness in life, because someone else is deciding your life. That's not how people are wired to stay, right? The thing is that we can charge $100 or $1,000 or $10,000 for this earpod, or what we can do is we can create 50 of these earpods and we can sell those 50 of those earpods for each for $100, which means we are getting $5,000 from those 50 of the from those 50 earpods, right? So we can only create product. And how do we create product is that we find a solution, and these solutions comes into the 3 thought section only, because we need to know exactly what is the problem of the people who are going to pay us the higher amount, not lower amount. Obviously you can create $10 product, $5 product, that's fine, but you cannot get rich unless you have millions of people buying from you the $5 product. If let's say a million people want to buy from you the earpod which cost $5, then you earn 5 million. But most of the time people are skeptical, people are not willing to spend money. So what you do is you are not selling earpod for $5, you are selling this earpod for $5,000, and there will be someone who is willing to spend $5,000 on earpod, because you are the source of it, because you have the brand. And Alex talks about brands a lot. So what he says is that an iPhone has a brand, and iPhone can charge over $1,000. Why? Because it has a brand. But at the same time someone else creates the same exact copy of an iPhone that will not sell over $1,000, because that's the brand of an Apple has its own brand, and now it can sell it for $1,000. Likewise, we have a brand which you can use to sell this product for $5,000, but if we do not have a brand, then we cannot sell this thing for $5,000. That's why we create content. That's why we create content on YouTube, Insta, Twitter, TikTok, Facebook, Snapchat, LinkedIn, Medium, Quora, Reddit, whatever it is. That's why we create content. That's why we give free value to people. That's why we have this that's why we have this free course. And now we are going into the specific problem. Now people are willing to pay you the higher amount, because you know the exact problems and exact solutions of those people, and those people are willing to pay you the higher amounts of money. And the people who are willing to pay you the higher amounts of money are only the rich people, because poor people will never pay you. And think about this: a person who has $100 and a person who has $1 million, who will be willing to spend $100? Who will be willing to spend $50? Let's not go to $100. A person who has $100, a person who has $1,000,000, who will be willing to spend $50 on an earpod? I have one earpod, I want to sell this for $50, but the thing is that there is a person who has only $100 and there is a person who has only $1,000,000. Who is the person who is willing to give $50 without any hesitation? The person with $1,000,000, because $50 doesn't mean anything to a guy who has $1,000,000, because that's not even 5%, 1%. I think it's not even 0.5%, right? I think it's 0.05% in $1,000,000. So the person with $1,000,000 obviously will give $50 for an earpod, right? But at the same time, a person who has only $100 will not give you $50, because that's the 50% of the things that you are taking out from his pocket. He only has a net worth of $100, and you cannot take someone's 50% and not make them worry. That person who has only $100 will have a lot of questions, will have nightmares giving you $50. So what you do is you sell only to the rich people, but the thing is that you are solving the problems of the poor people also. That's why you are giving content for free, that's why you are creating courses for free, and that's why you are helping people. That's what Alex Hormozi is doing, because he wants to go to the bill. I think he has already over hundreds of millions of dollars, but he wants to go to the billion, and that's why he was giving the books for free, right? So the conclusion is that I think I talked a lot, but the final conclusion is that we create content, give everything for free. We create courses which other people are selling for $1,000, $10,000. We give those courses for free, but the thing is that there comes the third section where we create the specific person or the community related programs where we solve the specific problems only, and we charge higher prices, because there will be people who are filtered out and they can pay higher prices rather than selling here and leveled out is a scam. So we don't want to ruin our personal brand, right? So we charge higher prices to the specific clients only, and we give them the results also. So that was it. And the other thing is that we cannot scale our time, we can only scale the resources except our time. Let's say I want to obviously I gave an example of iPod, $50, $100, $1,000, and $5,000 and $10,000. The thing is that most how to say this, most people never think like this, because I think I don't know about this, because most people are not willing to do this, because they are not willing to take risk. And if you don't take the risk to fail now at the moment, then you take the risk to fail your whole life. That's the quote I came by myself, and that's why I take risks even though I fail now, because I know the results I will get after 10 years, after 5 years will be enormous amount of results, because I will be changing a lot of people's life. And that's the bottom line, because the Rock has come back. So WWE wrestling. So the thing is that we cannot scale our time. The only thing we can scale is the resources that we can get from either other people or that we can create. The resources, we can only scale the resources that we can create more of, or that we can give to other people to automate, or that we can charge more of, but we cannot do that on our time. Let's say even if someone charges $100,000 a day, even if someone charges $100,000 a day, and there are people who charge that much amount of money, I know those people also. How much is it? 365 multiplied by $100,000. Calculate it. So $100,000 is 1 million, and $100,000 is 10 million. 10 million. and 365 $100,000 is only $365 million per year. uh, mm, yeah, per year or per day, whatever it is, the number comes out. And we cannot scale our time, so what we cannot do is we cannot sell our time. No way we can sell our time, but in the beginning we need to go through all of that, the rubbish, the hard work, the junk, the problems, the obstacles, the rocky mountains, the snowfall, the fire, the desert, the ocean, the rocky waves, the whatever it is. We need to go through all of that so that we could save our 20 years, 30 years, 40 years, 50 years, 60 years of our lives, and we could enjoy it later on, because we don't want to spend our life, and I don't want to spend my whole life living for someone else. It doesn't matter to me if I have to sleep on the road, then I will sleep for now, but after 5 years, 10 years, I will obviously not be sleeping on the road, that's for sure. And that was it, I think. So the main takeaway is create content, give free value, which other people charge for, solve specific problems, and that's one. And the other thing is that we cannot scale our time, we cannot charge for our time from $20 to $200 if we are working for someone else. But if we are creating our own thing and we have abundance demand, so here comes the basic economy, demand and supply and demand. That's the thing. If we are on social medias, there are 100,000 people. If let's say we have 100,000 subscribers on YouTube and 10,000 followers on Instagram, then we have 110,000 people following us on social medias, and that's the type of attention you will never get anywhere except on social medias. Now what you have is you have limited supply, which is only you. No one except yourself, no one except you can meet those demands, because you have your own personal brands and people want to connect to you. So now you can charge for $1,000, $1,500, $2,000 an hour, because you have given free value, right? Free content, whatever it is, free course. And now you can solve the problems, and now you can get the testimonials, now you can get those reviews, so that you could charge higher later on. And that's how we should scale, because we cannot scale our time. I'm talking this a lot. We cannot scale our time. We can only scale the resources that we create, that we can charge higher prices for, that we can automate or delegate to other people. And in the future, if I learn more things, I will add those things. I think that's it for now. I know no one is going to watch this video, because this is not going to be edited, and this is going into the rough channel, where I don't care if I get views or not. But the main channel, I know the thing is that I will redirect people from my main channel to this raw channel later on. Right now I'm growing my main channel. This thing is only for raw, so that I store my brain, so that I talk whatever things I learn, whatever things comes to my mind, and whatever things I don't want to miss out, because this will be my how do I say this, my brain bank, which means whatever I know at the moment, whatever I have learned till this moment, will be stored in this rough channel. And if I want to get any ideas in the future from the past, then I'll just come to this channel, pick up the ideas, make content, give free values, and upload it on main channel. And I'm growing main channel. I know people will be going from my main channel to this raw channel in after 2 years or 3 years, but right now I don't expect even 1 view on this video. That's fine. In future someone will come and people will look when you make it. So that was it. I think I talked too much. So if anyone watches it till now, then watch Lou Levy on YouTube, then you will find out what exactly she is talking about. Because pre-selling, that's genius. And pre-selling and building a community, building a program with your customers at the same time identifying their problems and solutions, at the same time solving their problems and solutions, and at the same time making you money, at the same time you are not labeled as scam, at the same time you are being authentic, and at the same time you are growing your personal brands, right? So that's the thing. Search for Lou Levy. That should be it.